she gonna say? What's she gonna do? Now you missed her once again, but I thought you knew.
So we're here finally, third time lucky. The third date that we've had for this wedding. And if you ask me if they survived the last 2 years of various lockdowns, etc., their marriage is on really solid ground. Yeah. And actually, when I spoke to them about it, they confessed that they had a lot of fun during lockdown. And being a friend of theirs on Facebook, I know that because all these amazing posts that came up were brilliant. So the only gripe that Lisa has about lockdown was she really tried to get Ginge to cook for her. She failed miserably.
Keep trying this.
But his saving grace was that he did keep her supplied in wine. So she's let him off and they're here today. I think probably most of you know, but in case you don't know, it was at Punk in the Peninsula that Ginge proposed to Lisa in 2019. When Lisa managed to pick herself up the floor and recovered from her shock and surprise, she said yes. So here we are. So I'm in the really unusual position where when I'm marrying a couple, I ask them lots of questions about themselves and their relationships, and it's not just because I might be a bit nosy, it's because it helps me to understand why they're getting married. From speaking to them, it feels like a really roundabout way that they finally got to this point in their lives. They seem to travel parallel paths for a long time with the same friends and interests until one time when they were at Stansted Airport, flying to Helsinki. And they were standing in the queue and happened to be beside each other, so ended up on the plane beside each other. And it was on that flight that Ian, in his inimitable way, said to them, "Are you two getting married?" So, Ian, in answer to that question all these years ago, yes, they are getting married, and today. So when they did get to know each other finally, they showed enormous commitment from the start because they lived at opposite sides of the M25 and spent every weekend driving around the M25 to see each other. So if anybody here is from Argyll, you're spared the joy of the M25, but my understanding is it's horrendous. So from what I gather, the original invitation to this wedding came as a real surprise to everybody because people didn't think that Ginge was the marrying type. That, in actual fact, I don't think Ginge thought Ginge was the marrying type either. And it was only when Lisa came into his life and their friendship and their love developed that he realised that actually he'd found somebody that he wanted to commit himself to. So 2 years ago, they were already committed, but they're even more committed now. And as Lisa put it, it's the icing on the cake, which is a lovely way that their marriage is the icing on the cake of their relationship. And Ginge's description is that they're a perfect team. So it's lovely to be uniting them in marriage. But I would like to invite Clint to say a few words. He'll tell you in a different way.
Oh, yes. I don't know who told you that version. So you can all make your minds up about this. Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone here today. We've all waited 2 years for this, and the moment has finally arrived. See how big this writing is? You can probably read it from there.
Was it small when you first wrote it?
I wrote it myself in handwriting, I couldn't read it. And a very special thanks to everyone and anyone behind the scenes. You know, without these people, events, weddings, festivals wouldn't happen. So we really do appreciate their hard work for what goes on behind the scenes. Don't want to bore everyone beardless, But I do want to give everyone a brief account of how we are all here today. Have a look. So, a long time ago, Ginge and me worked together in the remedial building industry. We used to do a lot of the away work, and we'd leave on a Monday and come home on a Friday, so we spent a lot of time together. We were not homosexual. So,
Not what he said.
see, you're sitting next to Ian. So it didn't take long to realise that we both had similar interests in music, travel, beer, and can you believe women? About this same period in time, Worthing had a music venue called the Inn on the Prom. Anyone that's been there would have remembered it. Then out the blue, their gig guide showed a band called Beerzone were due to play. Sounds interesting, we thought, Ginge, didn't we? That was just the start of how we are all here today. So we got to know the guys in the band and regularly went to the Sunday sermon, Punk at the Junction, and of course the House of Oy. Also going all over the country to see them play. We had some amazing times that are far from over. Then in, here we go, 2010 I believe, Lise?
9.
We'll talk about this later. We had the opportunity to go with the guys to Finland for a few days. Whilst waiting to board the aircraft at Stansted, are you sure you haven't read this?
For Helsinki.
Yeah.
Was it Tampere?
It's
Yeah.
Tampere.
A female called Lisa turned up and said, "Hey, I'm coming with you." Happens every day of the week, doesn't it? So, no problem. Off we all went, we had a great few days. But over those few days, something happened with Ginge and Lisa. So when we returned to England, whatever happened continued. And without going into any more detail, the rest is history. Thank you all for listening. Enjoy the rest of the day and indeed the rest of the weekend. And I'll see you at the bar.
Hey.
Okay, so before we move into the vows, which are the heart of any wedding ceremony, we'll take just a moment or two just to be quiet and let Lisa and Ginge just take a breath or two. They're here, just settle to calm, and then we'll move into the heart of the ceremony. So, Lisa and Ginge, these vows that you have chosen to make today are a solemn commitment of your love for each other in your union in marriage. Do you come here of your own free will, and are you happy to take this step into marriage?
Yes, we are.
Ginge, please repeat after me, and remember to look at Lisa, don't look at me, you're not Lisa, I promise to make our love and friendship last.
Lisa, I promise to make our love and friendship last.
I trust that our union will remain strong always. I trust that our union
Our union
will remain strong always.
will remain strong always.
May we look to our future together
May we look to our future together
with hope, happiness and joy,
with hope, happiness and joy,
and never allow anything to destroy
and never allow anything to destroy
the feelings we share for each other.
the feelings we share for each other.
Lisa, please repeat after me. Ginge, I promise to make our love and friendship last.
Ginge, I promise to make our love and friendship last.
I trust that our union will remain strong always.
I trust our union will remain strong always.
May we look to our future together
May we look to our future together
with hope, happiness and joy,
with hope, happiness and joy,
and never allow anything to destroy
and never allow anything to destroy
the feelings we share for each other.
the feelings we share for each other.
Lisa and Ginge, do you both agree to live together in love and harmony, to cherish and care for each other, whatever the future may bring?
We do.
Thank you. Clint, do you have
What can I do for you?
The ring is an unending, never-ending circle, and like your love is unending. So please repeat after me. Lisa, do you accept this ring as a token of my love for you?
Lisa, do you accept this ring as a token of love for you?
I do.
May the marriage, your marriage be the icing on your cake. May you be filled, your life be filled with joy and love and laughter. By the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. So now we'll light your candle of unity. So to share some words about that, from every being there rises a light which reaches straight to the heavens. And when two people who are destined to be together find each other, their streams of light flow together and a single brighter light goes forth from their united being. So would you like to light your candle of unity to signify your union in marriage? So your individuals, selves, still burn bright, but your union is brighter. Lovely. Okay, so now along with Ian and Shannon, we'll sign the marriage schedule, which of course is a legal sign of marriage.
You have to carry your wife down. You break your leg going off that thing.
Oh, you silly thing, really gonna done it now. Oh, you silly thing, really gonna done it now.
I share with you a few words. Let your love be stronger than your anger. Learn the wisdom of compromise, for it is better to bend than to break. Look for the best in your beloved rather than the worst. Confide in your partner and ask for help when you need it. Remember that true friendship is the basis of any lasting relationship. Give your spouse the same courtesies and kindnesses you bestow on your friends, and say, I love you every day. So it's my pleasure to congratulate the couple and introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Ridley.
Oh, you silly thing,
We're really gonna love it now. Oh, you silly